Beautiful.
What hunter rank is an ogre? Should be right here.
I'd
There
imagine
you
he's
are.
probably like HR 7 or something.
It's 5. I just was being stupid.
Oh, that's the thing that happens sometimes.
It's not Stygian. I'm so glad it's not Stygian.
Oh, don't tell me you don't like Stygian.
I hate Stygian.
Stygian.
It's
big,
the worst.
Big man, cool guy, Stygian's an ogre.
Stygian's the worst.
He is annoying, I'll give you that. He is an annoying
It's
monster.
like freaking hard mode Crota.
I think he's a cool guy. Stygian's a cool dude. But hey, what's up guys? TBL here.
Oh, and Jin.
And Jin. And
Nate,
Nate. Hey, hi Nate. How's it going, man?
it's good. It's you know what? It's very good.
It's
Today's
fantastic. We are doing
a
fantastic.
great day.
But we are back. Gonna be live streaming some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate here for you guys because, oh man, did Capcom drop a bomb on us today. Monster Hunter Cross has been announced. It's going to be coming out later this year in Japan, 2015, and it looks absolutely amazing. This man right here, Nate, was blowing up my phone earlier this morning like, hey, check it out! Monster Hunter! New Monster Hunter! Oh man, and I had to take the time to check it out, and oh, does it look good. I am wearing my gathering set right now. I should probably...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I should
You're
probably
probably
take
gonna
that
go
off.
down then.
Maybe. You never know. I mean, style does count for something in this game, right?
Then
Style counts for
let's-
everything in
let's
this game.
see this.
It's all about style. That's right. But oh man, Monster Hunter Cross. It looks like it's going to be a mixture of a bunch of different Monster Hunter games, sort of like an amalgam of them all, if you want to put it that way. It's going to be for 3DS once again. No word yet on a Wii U version, but we can still hope. But in its current form, it looks insane. It looks insane. Let me switch over to a more applicable set. What are we hunting? The Zenogre?
Zenogre.
I think I should set him on fire then.
Oh yeah.
But all right, well, Nate, you are the big expert when it comes to when it comes to Monster Hunter Cross. You've been spending most of the day just kind of burning through things and reading everything you can about it. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, my initial thoughts are thank God for Gaijin Hunter.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Like, beyond checking on him every single day, he's already done like 3 videos, a Tumblr feed full of Q&A. It's awesome, and through that, we've learned pretty much everything there is to know about the game, or at least what Capcom is willing to teach us.
Yeah.
So it's Monster Hunter Cross. The big theme is 4 in this game, which is a little sad because they just missed out on 4 with Monster Hunter 4. But whatever. There's 4 flagship monsters. They're introducing.
Hold on, can I stop you right there? 4
Please.
flagship monsters. 4. Okay, I just want to put that out. I mean, normally we get like 1 and then maybe a second hidden flagship monster that you come across later on in the game, but we're getting 4 this time.
You know, I didn't even know that.
I am hyped
I'd be
for
like
that.
this
All right, you
too.
may continue, sir. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. The 4 monsters seem to represent the 4 new play styles that are being introduced to the game. They're called hunting styles, and basically what they do is for every weapon there will be 4 variants for movesets for each weapon. So like,
Yeah.
Awesome.
take the 14 weapons that we have now. We don't know if there are any new weapons, probably not. And multiply that by 4, and that's how many weapon sets we've got in the game.
It's absolutely insane that we've got variable styles for each and every weapon type now. One of the big complaints about old school Monster Hunter games is that there's not really much variety in how you can play a class. Like, you know, Lancers and Gunlance are your super defensive class. You know, Longsword users are your moderate offense class. Greatsword users are heavy damage. Hammer users are heavy damage plus knockout utility, and there wasn't much variance there. Now you've got 4 separate styles for each and every weapon class. Absolutely massive, man. Absolutely massive.
So your highly technical weapons like your charge blades or your insect glaives, those are going to be completely masked by old lead meter, and then you do a special at the end. And bow guns, while they were already nuanced to begin with, they've also got these new styles. So, as a bow gunner myself, I'm just like, oh, you know what's probably good to do when you're a bow gunner? Bring the right item set.
Yeah, you might need to do that. Did you not bring the right item set right now?
I did not bring the right items right now.
That's alright. Jay and I are in bust 'em up mode, so we'll get them.
Thank God that this is just a...
To address the chat section, Black Fox, what's up, buddy? He says, I agree with Jay. Stygian is butts. Yeah, I know how you feel about Stygian. He says the new Brute Wyvern looks so nice, doesn't it, man? It's like freaking T-Rex.
T-Rex.
We got T-Rex hype in here. Man. We got Metal Gear Rex in Monster Hunter Cross.
We're back, a monster story.
We're back. Oh my, 90s, buddy. 90s. We're back. A Monster Hunter story.
Watch out.
Nice paralysis. Got it.
Let's get the brain drain working.
The brain drain, yes! That is what it was called, wasn't it? Oh, man. John Woody, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you in here. You too, Michael. Hope you guys enjoy some Monster Hunter. Doing it a little bit different. I know we usually stream some Destiny on here, but after that crazy announcement earlier, I couldn't not stream some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Monster Hunter Cross, of course, what we're talking about here, got announced earlier today by Capcom, and there is so much to discuss. It looks so good. So good.
I can't wait for it.
Oh, man. And I know you, Nate, as a bow gunner there, I know you were super hyped about that charge shot, the new flamethrower and all that, too.
Oh my god. So, like, a couple weeks ago, I was telling Sean about this idea I had for a variant of the bowgun, where it's like you get two styles, where much like your charge blade or whatever, you get like a minor attack, and that fills up files, and then you get a big attack afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's what seems to be the case with this new light bowgun, where you fire off this big charge burst. I can't tell if maybe that's one of the new supers, which is something else we need to talk about.
Yep.
But it certainly seems like it's going to change absolutely everything about how you play bowgun. And I am so happy.
I mean, bowgun has always been a great utility class. It's you're the designated medic, and in more than one situation, the high damage class, because you can push out some serious damage with bowgun. A lot of people don't realize that.
That's what I should be doing now if I brought the right shots.
But basically, what you said there, just about every single class gets its own charge blade-like super. Which, Jay, if you want to build up your super real quick and do a hit off on it, so people can get a little bit of an idea of what we mean by that. Every single oh, never mind, he did. He did.
Well, we have scrubs right over here, so.
But basically, every single class can get its own super now, which, I mean, is already mind-blowing to me. That's something really every class should have had, I think, in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, because supers are already so cool. It's one of the reasons why charge blades are one of the, probably, yeah, one of the most overused classes right now. Look at this. Nice shot.
It's the Brachydios of this game.
Yeah, charge blades are the Brachydios weapon of this game. And the fact that every single class gets their own specialized super, I mean, even with just longswords. Longswords have needed a revamp for a while now. They're just kind of the tried and true. They're a great weapon class, but there's nothing too different about them in the past couple of games. I mean, we got a couple new attacks in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, but I think getting their own super and their own special styles is definitely going to be a big break on them.
Oh, definitely.
I like it. I like it a lot. Michael says, are you going to be streaming some? Are you going to play some Trials today? I want to, maybe a little bit later in the day. I'm still a little bit worried about what the sweaty Trials of Osiris is going to be like. What were you going to say, Nate?
I was just going to say something about the new hammer, which hammer is another one of those weapons that it's not highly technical, but there's a very definite playstyle that you have to play with in order to fully utilize the hammer. And I believe the Monster Hunter president, I can't remember his name right now, he hinted on this, where it's like, even though there's several types of hammers and lots of people like to use the hammer in various ways, there's really a playstyle that you have to adhere to if you want to be efficient. And this just throws that out the window. Like, if you are used to playing a greatsword and you're used to quick charge and crit draw on the head, and then, sheathing and rolling away, you can do that, but there's also 5 other ways to do it.
And you were talking about the basic niche for hammers is heavy damage and knockouts. You want to get, if you're a hammer user, your basic priority is to land as many headshots as you can.
Bingo.
And the fact that we're going to be getting a little bit of variance, plus that really crazy tornado-looking super attack with it. Oh, it looks like that does a massive, massive amount of damage here.
It looks like another one of those supers, but I can't be sure. Like, that's what's so cool about this, is like you can't really be sure.
Can't be sure, yeah.
There's 4 playstyles for the hammer, so like I can't even imagine 4 different ways to play the hammer. Like imagine,
I mean,
cool
for
would
so
it be?
long, it's just been hit the head. So imagining a different playstyle for hammers in particular is just, it's kind of mind-blowing. Go ahead.
Can you imagine a Duramboros playstyle?
Oh, just like where you're focused on doing big swing attacks and whatnot?
You
So
sling the
wacky.
hammer around like a counterweight, and
it
then
throws
fling
you?
your it
Oh,
flings you across the
man.
map.
That would be cool. I would be down with that. Oh man, I'd be down with that. Black Box says, Longsword Super will trip the entire party on proc. That's its special ability. Trip everyone.
Yeah, it trips you, it trips the monster, it trips the universe.
It makes you the most helpful hunter. Which, you know, a lot of the you're absolutely right about a lot of these supers, though, John. A lot of the supers are going to be kind of trippy. I mean, I can imagine getting launched up in the air by the new hunting horn and hammer super, where it's just super wide area of effect, where you're just going to be launching everything in sight.
It's gonna have to have some kind of, drawback. Because
I'd imagine that would be the drawback, that you're going to interfere with people nearby.
exactly, like you
Oh,
can't have
if
a
you miss.
giant. Oh yeah, well then, your meter is gone. I wonder how you're going to bring about this super. If it's just going to be a chargeable meter, or if
Actually,
certain
hold on.
conditions have to be met, kind of like mounting.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to switch up armor real quick.
I
But,
might do that after this one.
But yeah, of course, whenever you add in new super powerful abilities, you have to have a drawback to them. And for the hammer, I definitely say that it's going to be massive cooldown, and of course, you're going to be interrupting everybody around you. But speaking of some of the new attacks, not even supers, but a lot of the weapons seem to just have brand new combo attacks. I know the dual sword, which is actually what I'm switching to right now. Dual swords look like they have a new launching attack, which kind of throws you towards an enemy monster. And I can't. You know me, I can't sit still, and I can't wait to take advantage of that.
You've always been a dual sword user ever since Freedom.
I love them. Dual swords are cool. They're just really cool weapon types for me.
Doesn't that remind you so much of the Little Mac announcement where he?
That's exactly what I told him when we saw
You-
that.
You ain't no air fighter, Mac.
Oh man! Speaking of air fighting, though, like it looks like so many other weapons are going to get vault attacks. Like there's a light bowgun that you can. Ooh, that's something else we got to talk about. There's a light bowgun that you can launch yourself into the air, and then it seems like there's like a new springboard mechanic where if you're in the air and you hit the monster, you can opt for a second spring jump
And
instead
kind of double jump in midair.
Yeah, instead of doing a mount attack, you can, opt to get more distance or attack the back or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that on the trailer where, you said it looks like more classes are going to be getting vaulting attacks. Right now, in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the only classes that have a vault attack are what? Sword and Shield and...
Lance and
Lance.
Insect Glaive.
Yeah, well, Insect Glaive is pretty much 100% vault attacks. So it's a pretty limited variety right now. So the fact that it looks like a lot more classes are going to be getting vault attacks, including gunners. Gunners are going to get a vault. I think that's absolutely massive, and it's probably going to change up the dynamic. Mounting, which was introduced right here in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, such a good mechanic, and it's kind of hard to imagine going forward in the Monster Hunter series without it now. So the fact that more weapon types are going to be getting... Oh, is she not in there?
No, she's here.
Okay, cool. The fact that more weapon types are going to be getting vault attacks, I think it's just... I'm alright with that. I'm cool with that.
I'm very cool with that.
That's about what we needed. Hey there, Sheila.
If nothing else, Bowgun needed some variety. Like,
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now is really fun, where I can just sit back and I've got an ability that makes it so that my hitbox or my critical distance works further away. so I can just snipe. That's great. But like heavy bowgun needed something else. Like it's really frustrating to try to play a mobile gunner. Like they gave you. Ooh, sorry, I almost knocked you off, Jordan.
That's cool.
They gave you the ability to remove the limiter in this game and
Yeah.
Monster Hunter 3 so that you can sort of play a slightly more mobile heavy bowgunner, but it's not enough. So I'm really itching to see, like, can you imagine like a close range melee style bowgun where you're just constantly attacking, but you can't do it from very far away?
Yeah, and it just kind of brings it back to the notion of variance, where there's different ways to play each and every weapon type now, rather than all of them. Everybody who plays as a bowgunner basically having to stay on the move and get ranged attacks in. The fact that you can be a close range bowgunner is kind of mind blowing now, isn't it?
Don't have to worry about always trying to dodge.
She wants me. She's coming for me.
That's one of the things I've always really liked about light bowgun is you can kind of play it like a melee weapon in
Yeah.
a sense, but not too much because your armor is much worse than the melee version, which makes me wonder: are they going to do away with
Class specific armor.
yeah, like, or at the very least make the gap between the two smaller so that you can keep the two armor types?
That would be interesting.
I'd wish they. Ooh,
I mean, that's already such a big staple of the Monster Hunter franchise. I don't know how the community would react if they just made it so you could equip everything. I know a lot of people would like that, but she's
Like, you definitely. There's got to be a trade-off of some kind that they can do, and I mean, Capcom is amazing at that. So
Yeah, and
they'll
if
offer something.
you're absolutely right, if they're going to be encouraging you to take a few more risks as a bowgunner or a light bowgunner in particular, there has to be some sort of build-up for it. There has to be some sort of a counterbalance so that you're rewarded for doing that.
Oh, we've completely neglected to talk about this, and it wasn't really shown off in the trailer, but there's gonna be a whole bunch of new abilities that that kind of support this. Like, imagine if there's one that fills her super faster, or one that makes her super hurt more, or something.
I mean, and that's part of the joy of Monster Hunter. There are a ton of abilities. Like, Fast Charge already fills your super pretty quickly. And I think Artillery, when you have files, it's Artillery that fills it up faster or allows you to get more.
More files, yeah.
So I'm definitely psyched to be getting more abilities to boost, or rather complement the brand new playstyles even more. John says, gotta head out, but can't wait to see your Nightfall stream. Thanks for sticking around, buddy. I'll see you on the next one, man. Stay frosty. Mr. 08 Forever, what's up? Welcome to this little bit on the odd side live stream of some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. We are discussing the brand new, newly announced Monster Hunter Cross from Capcom. Kind of caught all of us by surprise, and seeing as how we're huge Monster Hunter fans, we figured we might as well have a quick discussion video on it. And what better way to make a discussion video than to do a live stream? So, welcome to the stream, my friend. Alright, now, another one of the big things, I mean, there's still so much to talk about, even in just terms of weapons, but one of the things that really caught my eye with this was the fact that you're going to be visiting a lot of the old. There's more than one basic village that you're going to be visiting, and this is something they kind of experimented with in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, where you've got Cathar, you've got Hearth, you've got all these different villages. But in Monster Hunter Cross, you're going to be going back to some of the old locales from previous Monster Hunter games. We're talking Yakumo Village from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, Moga Village from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Oh, I cannot wait for that.
just being back in that town is gonna be
That hits a very special nostalgia point with me. It hits the feels with me. Because, of course, we've played pretty much every single Monster Hunter game out there, save for Frontier.
Freedom was our favorite one.
Yeah, Freedom was
It was the best one for me.
It's got a special place in my heart. How about you, Nate? What is your fondest Monster Hunter memory? I guess it was so fond he can't respond. It just wrenches his heart. But yeah, the fact that you can go back to some of these older locales, it really makes me think of what kind of frontier areas we're going to be able to head to.
Exactly.
Because, generally with every new Monster Hunter, they let you go back to some of the old areas, but they introduce a lot of new places. Like with 3 Ultimate, you could go back to some of... they had some brand new areas, but you could go back to a lot of the old areas from Tri, right? And I mean, even in 4 Ultimate, you get to go back and play on, say, the old school Jin Morin battle arena, and then you get to head to Castle Schrade for the Fatalis fights. Good stuff all around.
I don't have this saved, so I have to go around finding all the armor parts.
Oh, you didn't save your set?
Well, we're on a different 3DS, so...
Oh, does it actually save to different 3DSs?
Yeah, it's saved on the other one, but it didn't save on this one.
Isaiah Farron, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, my friend. You too, Swag. How's it going, buddy? Mr. 08 Forever says, TBL, why do you not play The Witcher Wild Hunt? Because I don't have it yet. That is the only reason. I have Witcher 1 and 2. I love those games. Wild Hunt, you guys have heard me praise before because it looks like a super fantastic game. I have yet to pick it up, though.
Only thing I know about the game is you get freaky on a uniform. Or a unicorn. I said uniform.
Get freaky on a unicorn. Alright, so what's next for the good old discussion, Nate?
Let's see. We've got so much to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot to discuss.
Talk about spring... Oh, Nibble Snarf hype.
Hey, yeah, that's your monster.
Yeah, he came back.
Your boy is back.
And with that, it looks like a lot of Monster Hunter 3's monsters are going to be coming back, which I am really glad because, I mean, even if it's just the ones from Ultimate, like the new ones that were introduced in Ultimate,
Yeah.
I like most of the Monster Hunter 3 monsters more than the ones from 4. Like, don't get me wrong, they're all awesome. Monster Hunter 3 was kind of my first Monster Hunter, so it hits really close to home. And so when I saw the Nibblesnarf and the Agnitor, I was like, oh man, like,
Yeah.
I want to see the Legia Cruise back. I want to see Baroff and Barioff. And
I would love to see the Legia Cruise come back, but I don't know if they're ever going to bring back water hunts.
That's
And
exactly what I was going to
if
say.
they brought him back without water hunts, he'd be kind of a nerfed monster since his whole big shtick was the underwater battles. He was the flagship monster of Tri, and I don't know. They would have to rebalance him for land hunts. I guess they could just make every Legiacris an ivory.
He'd go swim in puddles.
oh, I mean, like that being said, like Legia Cruise could be fought on land, and
Yeah.
you did for quite a while. So I think maybe they could bring him back. But that aside, like, I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to keep all the monsters from 4 and all the monsters from 3, because they've got all the assets
And I mean,
already.
and why not, Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
and-
I feel like they wanted to with Ultimate and just like maybe didn't have enough time or whatever. So that's why they put in the parts that you can get from the Wycoon.
And, also, I'd imagine the 3DS being the platform of choice that they went with, that probably added in a little bit of a limitation. They can't include as much stuff as they would be able to if they had made it for a bigger console.
True. It also leaves less room for DLC, which
Yeah.
so far they've been knocking it out of the park with.
Yeah, the DLC for 4 Ultimate, it's all free, and it's all fantastic.
We're actually due for some next Friday, I think.
This coming Friday, we're supposed to be getting our first, well, our only DLC of the month, since we only get it once per month now.
What's the DLC?
I have no idea. They have yet to announce it.
Alright.
We usually get the announcement the day of, so.
Yeah. So they've already done Zelda, they've already done Metroid. We're probably going to be getting Silver and Gold Rathian and Rathalos.
I hope so.
Captain
I
Falcon.
need to finish my.
It was such a bummer when we figured out that those were only high rank in the last DLC.
Yeah, I was a little confused that they didn't include a G rank variant of the Silver and Gold Rathian in the base game. That you have to wait for DLC. I mean, I'm not going to complain because the DLC is of course free, but still, a little confusing.
Oh,
I forgot to bring
antidotes.
antidotes.
Yep.
That's alright. Axe body spray. It's over here on the back of the battlefield. Which, by the way, Axe body spray had better make a return in Monster Hunter Cross.
I can't see the game without it.
It
The
had
game's
better.
just too helpful.
It had better make a return.
The insect glaive that healing burst. First of all, if you guys are listening to this and you don't know anything about Monster Hunter Cross, definitely, if not check out the Gaijin Hunter video, at least watch the trailer so that you know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
The insect glaive looks like it's got this new AoE healing move, and I think that could be our new X body spray, where it's like you can do it whenever as long as you've got enough meter or whatever.
And I mean, that's definitely a great utility. We need more healing-based classes in the game. Right now, it's kind of pretty much just left to people with wide spread, or with, what is it?
Wide range.
Wide range and gunners, basically, who shoot healing shots at you, which
Yeah.
I always find that funny. Let me shoot you to heal you. So it's great to get another support class in there that can basically do some team healing. Alright, she's going to sleep.
Doesn't matter. Other Raytheon's just gonna wake her up.
Oh, I thought that hit.
Hey sis, you asleep? Boink.
Boink. Let me get that 6x hit off then. Right, was there anything else in terms of weapons you wanted to discuss?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just like kind of getting wrecked over here. It's just completely focused on me.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about playing while you're discussing it. It's kind of hard to focus.
Thank you, Jordan. You just saved me. Let's talk about some of the finishers. Like, we've talked a little bit about them, but I would personally like to start off with the hunting horn.
Yeah, the
Have you
hunting
seen-
horns actually got a pretty decent finishing move.
Whereas it didn't before. It didn't have any kind of anything before. Like,
Thank you. The hunting horn didn't really have any sort of combo attacks. It's sort of like the most that it had was, I mean, the hunting horn was basically your support class. It is a almost purely support based class. You're there to play tunes and buff all your friends. So it's looking like the hunting horn is finally getting a decent damage output sort of maneuver. Kind of to put it up there with basic hammers, right?
mm-hmm. The hammer definitely does more damage, and you can be a bit more focused in your attacks. But the hunting horn, like, you can triple your attack if you've got the right hunting horn. And
Yeah.
But can you imagine a hunting horn where you don't do buffs, but rather you play songs to do ultras?
To do like ultra damage. Oh, that would be cool.
So, like, say you play purple, purple, red, blue, and then you get a burst, whereas if you play red, red, blue, purple, you get a beam.
That would be cool.
Right? So, oh, please don't hurt me. I
have been
conversely,
poisoned and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Right over that axe body spray.
It disappeared.
imagine if
down.
one play style instead were like one's all like buffs and the other one's all healing, or the other one's all
All special attacks.
yeah.
That'd be
or,
really
like,
cool. And I mean,
Like-
considering every weapon type has 4 variations now, that would be a really great and interesting way to do that.
They've already got some where it's you interact with the monster a little bit, like sonic waves and things like that. But I think it would be super cool if, like, imagine one is like, oh, what if one is like super elemental based and playing different songs did different elements. So like red, red, blue, purple does fire burst, purple, purple, blue, yellow
Oh.
does ice.
That way you can change up your attacks to, on the fly, match whatever monster it is you're fighting.
Oh, how cool would that be? Where it's like you just change the element for your weapon, so you can go into battle with 4 different elements. Like
that would be
playing-
hype.
Now
Sort of
that
like
would be amazing.
bow gunners can already do.
Exactly. So like you play a song and that enchants your weapon with that element or status or what have you. Because it looks like there's a new
Element
uh,
or status effect.
yeah, kind of that new green energy that one flagship monster has that we
Yeah.
called the set.
I have no idea what it does, but it looks pretty cool. Based
It
around
looks-
electricity, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it inflicts Thunderblight.
Mark 2011, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. He says, I know nothing about Monster Hunter, but I like watching your streams. Well, thanks. I know you guys are used to Destiny on here, but I am a huge Monster Hunter fan. And considering Monster Hunter Cross was just announced, we figured we'd have a quick Monster Hunter live stream. and talk a little bit about the future of this franchise and that brand new game coming out later this year. Ooh, thanks, thanks,
yeah.
Raytheon. Good gal, Raytheon, helping us out.
Oh, it's down.
One down.
The golden should be showing up pretty soon then.
But yeah,
But,
being able to basically alternate your elements, that would be an awesome idea for not even just hunting horns, but for all weapon types. Super broken on dual swords, though.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine
Like-
just swapping elements on the fly with a dual sword?
But yeah, I thought this would be a great chance
To be
to,
sure.
now that we've gotten that out of the way, a great chance to talk about predictions.
Yeah.
Let's talk about playstyles.
Nighttime.
What you guys are super big into? Do we have any bombs? No. Do you have an ultra?
Let's hold on. Yeah, I've got an ultra. Let's
Actually,
hold on for bombs.
did you know you're probably better off just doing like a really big hit rather than an ultra, because the ultra hits in like 8 attacks. So
Yeah, you want to land the big slam. That's why I stand far back, let the initial swing miss. That's the one you want to hit.
yeah. But
Surprised it
you
didn't knock her out.
want to start with charge blades?
There we go. Now it knocked her out. But yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Do you guys have any predictions, or do you want me to go?
Okay, well, based on what we saw in the trailer, we saw one charge blade and its brand new element unleash, which it looked like an element unleash. We don't know what type of unleash it is. And hold on, let me see. Checking out the comment section here. Just saying, 1320 says, "What's your fave element?" For me, dragon.
Ooh.
Dragon.
Probably,
Dragon element.
probably fire, just because it's really pretty to see like bursts all over the monster.
Just call me Dragon Element Z.
It looked so much cooler in 3, didn't it? It was like it looked like black and red electricity.
You
and
know,
this,
Yeah, and this is kind of just like blood.
yeah, it's like blood clouds. It kind of reminds me of something out of Infamous.
Yeah, I do miss the way it was portrayed in 3 Ultimate, where it was basically Thunder Blight but purple, so purple blight. But from what we saw in the trailer, we saw one new element unleash. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's an element unleash rather than an impact. And oh man, it looks like it's localized damage and a central explosion. So rather than the damage being contained all within the hit, it looks like the secondary explosion that happens is where most of the damage is going to be coming from, and that excites me. I like things that blow up.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big explosion fan. How about you?
I love explosions. I'm playing as a bowgun.
Yeah, that's your main forte. I'm also really interested in seeing what they're going to be doing with the bows. As you know, I'm a very big bow fan. It's one of my favorite classes, and from what we saw in there, the bow gives you one of the bow abilities gives you a buff. It fires a shot up into the air. We don't know if that shot deals damage yet. I imagine that it does, but it grants you a small buff that we have no idea. We have no idea how that affects you. So I'm hoping that's like, maybe it was blue, so I'm hoping it's going to be like maybe a defense buff of some sort. Maybe healing. Healing is usually green though.
I hope it's just universal and it's based on the monster.
Yeah.
Or the weapon that you're using. So like say Nursilla, well we don't know if Nursilla, but like say weapon A gives you a defense boost, whereas weapon B gives you infinite stamina.
That
Something
would be
cool
really
like
cool.
that.
Oh, infinite stamina for a bow, so you just kind of don't have to worry about pulling the string back.
Exactly.
I'd be down with that.
What I really want to see for bow, I think she loaded in. For the bow is being able to use different types of arrows.
There she is.
Without coatings per se.
Oh, so
Or,
like,
like-
switch up your arrow coatings like on the fly.
I think it'd be cool if like there's the 3 different or maybe 4 different types of arrows you can use. You can use piercing, spread, rapid. But I think it'd be really cool if like there was a style that was just one type,
Yeah.
and like say it was all spread, but the insert number of arrows each did a different thing. So
That'd be
kind of
really
like
cool.
dual swords, you can have dual elements. So it's like some of your arrows do dragon, some of them do electric.
That would be really interesting. I'd wonder how they would implement that though.
It would have to be that you can't use coatings.
Yeah. put a restriction on that rather than excuse me, Sheila. I'm gonna need you to calm down and get out the sky. I'm gonna toss down a trap over here.
I want very much a style that is no charging all rapids.
Oh, so that you can't charge it, but you can just continually fire.
Yeah,
That
like
would be hype.
the attack damage would have to go
Going
up
to sleep.
slightly. Oh, thank God! I thought I woke it up. Your attack would have to go up slightly to compensate for the fact that you can't charge, but only minorly because
If anything, that kind of sounds like the Shayla bow from here in 4 Ultimate, where it doesn't really have too many coatings, but the rapid fire damage on it is just massive.
yeah, so many people tell you that you need loading with that bowgun, but I've speed tested it and you're
Go for it.
just
Shoot the shoot the bomb.
I thought you were gonna do an ultra or something.
Oh no.
I also needed to plug in my 3DS. It does enough damage on its own to not need load up.
It's a very powerful bow. But yeah, I like that idea of basically having a bow that you can't really do charge shots with. But you can rapid fire it and just deal continuous damage. That'd be really cool.
Gotta watch out
Thank
for
you
Goldie.
so much.
Yeah, nice shot.
Gotcha.
Nicely done. I'll toss down another trap. That's it.
But
Jay, are there any changes you'd like to see to current weapon times?
No, I think you guys pretty much just explained every single thing.
Well, you play as most of the same weapon times as I do. So
Yeah, like
That doesn't
gun
surprise me
lance
too
and
much.
charge blade.
oh,
Legit.
I can't wait for a more attack-based charge blade. I mean, not charge blade.
You know what?
Gun lance.
I was about to say more attack on a charge blade. Okay, I like that idea. You
like
charge
it-
blade, man.
I would be
On a
perfectly
gun
happy.
lance.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm perfectly happy with having an even more powerful charge blade.
Like, imagine a charge blade with no shield. It's all sword.
So just all damage, all damage.
Yeah, but
I mean, I guess that would just be a switch axe then, wouldn't it?
pretty much. But it would have the nuances of the charge blade. Anyway, though, can you imagine like a lance or a gun lance with no shield?
Yeah.
And it's just pure poke.
Pure
Pure
poke.
poke.
I mean, oh, speaking of, I don't know if John's still in the chat there, but that new lance attack, man, that new rush looks like it has a pretty heavy hit on the end of it.
That actually kind of
Others.
makes me want to
Head back to lances.
Yeah, head
Yeah.
back to lances. Just because of that.
Did you see the? Oh God! Stop smacking me. Did you see the?
axe body spray?
I'm gonna die.
Now you're good.
Did you see the new? Gosh, leave me alone, Golden. The gun lance with the new flamethrower.
Yeah, the flamethrower on the gun lance. That looks insane.
Freaking like explosions, man.
It's like we're playing
So-
we're playing Black Ops 1. You got a flamethrower attachment on your AK-47. Oh, absolutely silly, but I love it. I love it.
I love anything that makes the gun lance more powerful. Like I love the idea of the gun lance, but it's just not enough for me.
It did. The gun lance needed a buff, It was nice having ooh, she wants me. It was nice having wyvern fire and all that, but honestly it needed more. It just didn't stack up damage-wise. It didn't stack up damage-wise to some of the other classes, and it didn't stack up defense-wise to basic regular lancing.
Exactly. Like it should have been. That's okay. It should have been exponentially more powerful than the regular lance.
Yeah, not compare. It shouldn't have really been
comparison to it.
comparable to regular lance. That's the point of having a gun lance. It should have been a little bit more powerful than a regular lance, rather than just as powerful as a regular lance. Uh-oh.
I got you.
Good job, cameraman.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
so
appreciate it.
seeing as how it has a brand new attack, that's looking fun. Can't wait to see how that pans out. Ooh, she just likes to poison, doesn't she?
I think I would like a gun lance that's just pure shelling.
So
I
just
can understand that.
shielding and shelling all over the
Oh yeah.
place.
Not even
Okay.
shielding. Like, I still really want to see the idea of a lance or a gun lance.
An offensive-based lance.
Yep,
rather
no
than
shield.
a defensive one.
Just drop the shield.
Hey, maybe that'll be one
I
of the.
wish there'd be a gun lance that. Well, sorry, I cut you off.
I was gonna say, maybe that'll be one of the variant styles.
They use
Oh,
like
Lord.
the ammos like from bow guns.
No, just basic offense-oriented lance.
Well,
That'd
that's
be-
what I'm saying. I wish.
That would be interesting.
Just poke, stab, swing, and swipe.
Poke, stab, swing, and rush.
Repeat.
Mr. 08 Forever says, I can't wait for Iron Banner. I do not like Trials of Osiris. You and me both, buddy. Trials, Iron Banner is already sweaty. Trials is like super duper sweaty. Hold on, let me charge up my Ultra. You got one too, Jay?
Nah.
Alright, well. I'll go in and get this hit off on her.
But what I was saying
Make it
is
nice
like,
and pretty for the camera.
if it would be like for gun lances, you can be able to use some of the ammos for bow guns.
Yeah, like you basically have a gun lance that can use some bowgun ammo.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think
Finding
that
freaking crags everywhere.
that would be super cool.
But
I'm
make
wondering
kind of useless.
If it would trivialize bowguns.
I don't know about that, but definitely it might make the bowgun a little, or I mean the gun lance. Sorry.
Yeah.
It might make it a little too much. Oh,
And there she goes.
What, like broken?
I can't believe we
kinda?
didn't cut off the tail of any of these.
Like,
That's
they would-
alright.
Would
That's
be
cool.
awesome. Don't even-
well, you know, it's I say that, and yet they're going to have to change the way bullets work fundamentally for the new
Mhm.
playstyles for the bowgun. Anyway, I was
Yeah.
thinking like it'd be cool to have. You know, I guess that could work. Like, imagine bullets coming out of your gun or your gun lance, but they don't fire straight; they explode at the end. So it's like fire burst or ice burst.
So just
or,
kind of pop out and then explode and deal an additional point of damage right there.
yeah, just
So
like
kind of-
point blank.
Yeah, like 2 points of damage. So a point of damage for the initial bullet fire and then a point of damage for the explosion. But you only get the explosion damage if the monster's right on top of you.
it
Exactly.
wouldn't be.
That'd be interesting. That'd be really
It
interesting.
wouldn't be broken because when you use gun lance, there's a little shortcut move where you can actually shoot a shot and then you reload.
Yeah, that's part of the whole meta for gun lancing.
Yeah.
You want to shoot and get a shot off,
Yeah, so
reload
it can just
while
be
you're
like
still
that.
defending.
Yeah. It can just be like that. So.
Yeah, that could be an interesting addition to that. The little shot that you fire off there explodes and
you can
causes
just
additional
choose
damage.
what ammo you want
while
and
you're
then you
reloading.
Just do that.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting way to handle that.
Or you could do it where it's like a heavy bowgun where you have your lance and your shield, and you like, I guess, put your lance in your shield, or you like use your shield as a
Yeah.
like a mount, or like, what's the word, turret, and like it just becomes a heavy bowgun.
Oh, so yeah, so like you set up oh man, I'm getting hyped now.
I
Like
can
you
see
set
that
up your
happening.
lancer shield in the ground, and, like put your lance on top of it, and basically, oh, you could also have a variant where like your lance becomes a sniper rifle. But it's
Exactly.
like super duper slow. Oh, that would be cool.
That would be so great.
That-
Unbearably
that'd be
cool.
nice.
I'm getting
Can you
carried away
imagine?
here though. I'm getting super carried away in my own hype.
Now imagine this. What if you, by doing that, you had to, it was like a wyvern fire type cooldown. So like once it's cooled back down, you go into siege mode, and then you can take one really powerful snipe at a monster.
That would be really cool. So like
Yeah.
you get the initial attack off, you set your shield up, get your lance in there, and then you get like one really big powerful snipe shot that you can aim really quickly. That would
It
be
would have-
really cool.
It would do like pierce damage, so it would like hit the monster 6 times all the way through.
I'd be down with that. Need to be submitting these ideas to Capcom.
Exactly,
Really?
right? I forgot to mention this before, but how perfect is it that Capcom introduces supers into this?
Hey, next up we're gonna have Ryu in there with you, your Ultra Super Street Fighter,
Level 3 Ultra.
your level 3 Ultra Gun Lance. All right, what do you say we do one more hunt, then we call it quits? It's been a little over 40 minutes, and I don't want this to go on too long.
I am definitely down for that because my dinner has arrived.
Oh, excellent, good, that works for me. Kiro's Shadow Fiend, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. We were just geeking out a little bit over some Monster Hunter Cross, which was, of course, announced later or earlier today by Capcom.
I think what we're doing is a little harder than geeking.
It's a little harder than geeking. It's supposed to be a civilized discussion, but we're really just kind of hyping out and fangirling.
I was just gonna say we're bordering on fangirling right now.
There's nothing wrong with a little fangirling.
okay.
That's perfectly fine.
We're a few OMGs away from calling this game Senpai.
You're late. I already did that.
One
alright,
Hun Fit noticed me.
So what else do you have on the list of things we need to discuss before we call it quits on this?
Oh, I mean, like, we could go on for days, but,
Hey,
like...
Gaming, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Let's see, we covered a whole bunch of stuff. Bogon, like, I just want to emphasize again, like, how freaking sweet would it be to have just a crazy, evasive light bowgun.
That would be
Like,
hype.
You're just running and jumping and, we already talked about the new Dual Swords Lunge. Let's talk about the villages that are going to be returning. Like, we covered it slightly, but, like, these are all villages returning from Monster
Previous.
Hunters
Yeah, Monster
2 and
Hunters of
onward,
the
I think?
past.
Yeah.
Yep. From what we saw in the trailer, I saw the village from Freedom Unite. We saw, of course, Yakumo Village, which is from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, which was a Japanese-only release. When it got localized, Yakumo Village itself wasn't actually in the game, but a lot of the references and stuff to that village were. I'm assuming we're going to go back to Moga Village, which, that's my boy, Moga Village. Moga Village is my boy from Monster Hunter Tri.
Yep.
And,
I want Moga.
I'm imagining it, like we said, we talked a little bit about it earlier. I'm imagining it's sort of going to be like the way the villages are set up in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, where you can travel to each and every single one of them. They probably all show up during the course of that game's story.
Now, what I want to know is, since these are essential hub worlds, what if there are 4 maps for each? So, like, say for Moga Village, you have the Monster Hunter 3, 4 maps from 3, 4 maps from 3 Portable, and then 3 maps from Freedom Unite.
That would be really interesting.
4 maps, I'm sorry, 4. Because the central theme of this game is 4, which, again, is crazy unfortunate, because this is technically Monster Hunter 5.
They missed out on the perfect opportunity to mix that with Monster Hunter 4, but hey, you know what? If it means we're getting a new Monster Hunter game this quickly, I'm fine with that. They can do what they want.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. What maps, if any, would you like to return to the game?
Okay, now that's an interesting question. I missed some of the water sections, of course, from Tri, but assuming those aren't going to be in the game, Moga Village, I want to say right off the bat, would be great. I thought Moga Village was pretty good, with its wide, sprawling areas. And Moga Village was just such a mixture of different locales. You had the water-ocean section, you had the woods itself, or rather Moga Woods. I keep saying village. You had the wood section, you had the cave section. I thought that was a great variable area. So I'd love to see Moga Woods come back. What about you?
Well, that's my answer. Moga Woods.
I stole it.
I'm also really partial to the Flooded Forest.
Yeah, Flooded Forest.
Like, that introduced so many cool, weird monsters to me. That was my introduction to the Raytheon. Like,
Right
the
there in the
flag,
jungle.
practically, like, the most iconic monster in all Monster Hunter. And just, like, I don't know, it was... I don't want to say perfect, but it was so interesting that it might as well have been.
It was very well done. Very well done. I think I'd like to see a lot of the places from 4 Ultimate return too. Ancient Steps is
definitely.
pretty good.
Ancestral Step is probably one of my new favorites, yeah.
Also, I hope with this new Monster Hunter, they do what they did with 4 in terms of music, because the music in 4
music was
Ultimate is so
fantastic.
good. The music in this game is fantastic. Let's get him out of that corner. I don't like Trap Zenogre, man. But the music in this game is fantastic, and I would hope that they put the same sort of effort into 4 or into Cross. Ooh, nicely done.
Thank you. I really want to see. I don't honestly remember the name of it, but I would love to see the beach and the fields from Freedom Unite return.
Oh yeah.
Freedom. Yes.
Do you remember that the big like
The big beach
fields?
Yeah,
Like
and
wheat
and the
fields?
open fields. Yeah. Oh man, that was some great atmosphering, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that. You know what? You know where I want to fight? Honestly, do you remember the Wally fight in Pokemon Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire?
Which one? Did
The
you find-
Wally fight, the final one at the Elite Four.
Oh yeah.
I want to fight there. I want to kill a Raytheon. I want to kill a pink Raytheon in that, and then I can die happy.
That was some pretty great atmosphering, wasn't it?
It's a shame the rest of the fight couldn't have been as good.
Well, I mean, it didn't hit on
What
all
is going
cylinders,
on there?
but it hit
Come
on
on now.
enough for me.
Something weird just happened.
You got spooked?
Yeah, it looked like he was doing something odd to you. Oh,
Thanks for the hit. You saved me from damage.
you're welcome.
This man is a hero hunting horn user.
I certainly try to be.
Kate Gaming says they have this on their 3DS. Yes, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is on 3DS, and the brand new Monster Hunter Cross is going to be on 3DS as well. Whether or not we're going to get sort of the 3 Ultimate treatment and get that game on Wii U, no word on that right now. We do know Capcom asked about that not too long ago, about whether or not people would play it on the Wii U. I certainly would, but I'm not going to complain about a 3DS game, because 4 Ultimate right here is, of course, fantastic on the Nintendo 3DS.
I'm actually really glad you brought that up because that, like, beyond just like the fangirl giggling, like, that seems to be the biggest reaction to this is why is this not on Wii U?
Yeah.
And the answer is because it sells on 3DS.
Yeah, because it sells more. Monster Hunter, I mean, right off the bat, Monster Hunter is a very Japanese franchise, and it's super duper popular in Japan. Like, they have entire cafes dedicated to Monster Hunter, where people just come in, get some local co-op going on, and play Monster Hunter on their 3DSs.
That's true.
And that's why Capcom prioritizes 3DS, because it sells well, the games on it sell well, and there's a huge market for it.
Oh yeah, big time.
And while the Wii U is a fantastic
Gotta get
system,
'em out of the
the
corner.
market for the Wii U, the market for Monster Hunter Wii U isn't as big as it is on the 3DS. And I mean, I think the game would sell well on the Wii U. I mean, 3 Ultimate sold very well on the Wii U.
Oh yeah, I agree. But at the same time, like, after having played... Wait, did my trap explode?
Yeah, he's in super
Yeah.
mode, so
Oh, whoops. I don't even know what I was thinking.
no problem.
I missed him.
We're fighting against the Super Saiyan puppy, as you guys can see. This is Broly's pet dog.
Yeah, right?
Works out with them every single time.
I like how he's just strolling, like, they're not beating the shit out of me or anything.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. He hungry
But,
though.
I can't imagine this on anything else. Like, I still would love... No, that was perfect.
A port?
I would... No, like, I still want, like, a big budget
Oh,
PS4, Xbox One.
Oh man,
PS4 Monster Hunter would be
that would
amazing.
be amazing if we got a big budget built from the ground up for next gen systems PS4 Monster Hunter game. That would blow my mind.
It kind of already exists with Monster Hunter Online,
Yeah.
but we're never gonna get that game. So
So Capcom refuses. They refuse to bring it over here for whatever reason. I don't understand that, but
It's like Sega with Fantasy Star.
as long as they keep making stuff on 3DS, I can play it. I can buy it and I can play it and I can enjoy it.
Jordan, I
Okay.
think you mean Sega with anything. They don't
Yeah.
bring anything over anymore.
Yeah,
Hey,
that is
except
true.
their mobile games, because the mobile market is huge.
Oh man, do we even want to talk about Konami today?
No.
I hope we
No,
don't.
we don't.
We'll leave that for another live stream where we complain about Konami going back and forth with their, we're going to be a mobile market, we're not going to be a mobile market. Ugh. Right now, we are celebrating Capcom and the fantastic job they are doing with Monster Hunter. Cake says, I'm going to get X because I feel like it's late to play Monster Hunter 4. I support you getting X. I would definitely also say you should pick up 4. I mean,
There is no time not.
you've
I would
got,
s-
you've
I
got
would
plenty
suggest-
of time, man.
You've got time to go back and get 3 Ultimate. There are still
Yeah.
people playing that, and you can get it on Wii U.
And I mean, 4 Ultimate only came out, what, 2 months ago? It is still, it's still a very fresh game, and 4 Ultimate is so good. It's easily one of the best games on the 3DS right now. It is easily my most played game on the 3DS for these past couple of months. I've put in well over 6, maybe even 700 hours onto this thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I would definitely recommend it. Definitely get X. Get Monster Hunter Cross, because I will play that with you, my friend. But I can definitely recommend Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. It is worth your time.
It's worth your time, and you will not find a better community to jump into.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Except the Destiny community. The Destiny community is awesome, and I'm sorry, Nate.
No,
right,
I don't.
Continue.
I don't dislike Destiny. I don't find it.
boring.
I don't get the. It's not boring. Like, it's a great game. I just don't find the same level of enjoyment. I don't want to get into this anyway. Like, just to give you a frame. Just to give you a little frame of reference, I started a new character in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate about a month ago.
After playing like 300 hours, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Hunter rank 350 or something. I don't know, whatever. I decided to make up a new character, and I got online, and I was like, nobody's going to play a scrub, because like I have no weapons or whatever. Could not have been welcomed into more welcoming arms. Like, people helped me rank up. They helped me grind when I wanted a specific weapon. It didn't matter how many times I had to do it. People were willing to help out. It's an amazing community, and it's also got a ton of third-party supporters like Gaijin Hunter and buy Monster Hunter for you. If you're interested in the franchise, buy it, love it, consume it, and we'll play with you.
And especially if you've never played a Monster Hunter game before. I know a lot of you guys. Again, I am a primarily Destiny channel right now, and a lot of you guys are here for Destiny stuff. If you've never played Monster Hunter and you've got a 3DS, I would absolutely recommend 4 Ultimate. It is the perfect Monster Hunter game to start on. It is so good, so good. You will put hours upon hours into this game. It's definitely worth your time.
It's the best one.
Hey, and hit me up on the 3DS. I'll friend you. I'll hunt with you guys. I play this game all the time. Pretty much, when I'm not playing Destiny, I'm on Monster Hunter. Is the way my life is working right now. I actually need to put away some time so I can actually play other games like The Witcher, Wild Hunt, and all kinds of other stuff that have come out. Like, I got this new 3DS with Majora's Mask. I still haven't played Majora's Mask. I still haven't played Majora's Mask 3D because every time I turn it on, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna play Majora. I'm gonna finally go through Majora's Mask 3D on this, and then it's like, after a couple hunts, I just turn on Monster Hunter, and then 12 hours later, it's like, time to get some sleep. And then I wake up the next day and I play Destiny, and then I go back to Monster Hunter, and then Majora's Mask just sits there kind of sad.
Just
I need
looking
to get
at you, like, why aren't you playing me,
why
bro?
aren't you playing me, bro? The point being, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is a fantastic game. I would definitely recommend it to you guys.
Like, across all the Monster Hunters that you've played, easily over 1,500 hours, right?
Oh yeah, well over 1,000 hours.
Oh yeah. Like, oh man, I wish I could check here.
Shoot, I think I put in 1,000 hours on 3 Ultimate, just on its own. Because last I checked, I remember the last time I looked at my hours played on that, I was on like 800 hours, and that was years ago. So I'm pretty sure I hit over 1,000 hours on 3 Ultimate.
I've got to have 2,000 hours into this game. Like, I just sit and play.
It's
like, when I have nothing else to do, I'll play this.
And it's such a fun series, and I cannot wait for Monster Hunter Cross. It looks amazing. Hold on, I need to alter the YouTube video description so that I can put in the link to the. This is something I should have done at the very beginning of the stream, but no, the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
I mean, this game would definitely be for you guys.
It's a fantastic game.
Monster Hunter's always been a fantastic game.
If you guys enjoy games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2, this scratches that same itch.
Really.
And I think does a better job of it because there's way more customization in Monster Hunter.
Infinitely more so.
Almost any other game that I can think of. Almost any other game that comes to my mind. There's so much customization with the weapons and the armor sets that you can create and mix and match. It's so good. It's
you know what's
so
mind-blowing? This game is all about customization, and yet the director for Monster Hunter Cross is like, we don't have enough customization. This one is going to be the one about customization.
We need more. All right, there we go. I just updated the video description, so if you guys refresh the page, it should be showing up in there. Go watch the trailer for Monster Hunter Cross. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, I guarantee you'll be excited by it. If you're not a Monster Hunter fan, if you've never played one yet, I would say give it a watch anyway and see if you like it. But all right, that's pretty much going to conclude our stream here. Did we make it through all the notes? I bet we didn't, because there's so much about this game. So much about this game.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe someday in the future, once we know more, we'll talk about it again.
You know, people keep sending me messages saying, when's the next Monster Hunter stream going to be? So maybe we'll make this like a once-a-week thing where we just come on and play a little bit of Monster Hunter.
I'm down.
It's a fun game. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Next time we'll get John in on it.
Oh, yeah.
But all right. That was a pretty good discussion. Stream's been going on for a while now. We covered a lot of things for Monster Hunter Cross. There is still so much more to go through. I would definitely recommend you guys check out that trailer. It is amazing, and I can't wait for it. Big thanks to Nate here for joining us on stream. He's actually the one who convinced me to do this, and I'm really glad he did because I needed to get some of this hype out.
Otherwise, it's gonna build up, and then you're not a man anymore.
It's gonna build up, and then like in the middle of our next Destiny video here, it's just gonna be like, "Hey, Monster Hunter!" And that is definitely a higher pitch than you guys are used to.
Do you need me to do those for you?
Yeah, go ahead, do it. Do the high pitch.
Well,
The return of Boy Voice McGee.
The return of Boy Voice McGee over here. But all right, thanks for sticking around, guys. It has been a ton of fun. Let's do some gestures on here. Hey, wave hype. Wave hype. Yeah, join in. Oh, and this cool man McGee over here with his Gravios armor just nodding at people. But it has been a ton of fun. Thanks for sticking around, guys. If any of you came in on the stream a little bit late, it will be archived so you can watch the entire thing in its entirety at your leisure, if you so choose. I hope at least a few of you guys out there who have never played Monster Hunter definitely check in on it. It is a fun franchise, as we've been saying. And I can't wait for Monster Hunter Cross. Again, big thanks to you, Nate, for sticking around, man.
Hey, man, anytime.
We've got other things to talk about, too, so we got to get on that. But all right, that is going to be it for this live stream, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. All you guys are awesome. That's it for us. As always, I am the Black Link.
and I'm Jin.
I'm Nate, I guess.
And that's Nate. You guys stay frosty.